How to reconnect with a friend after falling out. What to do. This one, as all of them, it's a bunch of different angles because it's going to be based on the friendship. Is it a really tight friendship? Let's just assume that for this one. Is it a really tight friendship? Well, y'all probably fell out a lot. But if it's something large, what should you do? Are you wrong in the situation? Are you right in the situation? Let's just say you're wrong. Let's say it's a big friend, a great friend, and you're wrong. Apologize. Even if they don't want to hear it at that time, apologize. If they deny it or whatever, I ain't trying to hear it, give it some time. If this is a really good friend, everybody always comes back around. If you're wrong, give it some time. Give it a week or so, and you come back around and revisit it. And it also depends on how wrong you are. If you slept with his boyfriend or girlfriend or something, it's a whole nother thing. But if it's something that can be repaired, apologize. It doesn't make you soft, or it doesn't make you like swallowing your pride or your ego or whatever. It's not about that when it's really our friends. So if that's you, apologize. If they don't want to hear it at that point, sit back, give it some time, and come back to it. Because if it's a real friend, they'll eventually open back up. If they never open back up, it's a good chance you did some damage that they can't come back from, or they was never a real friend. Now let's put it on the flip side. If you got done wrong by a good friend, how would you want them to come at you? You will want the same thing. Apologize. Really, I want to feel sincere about it. I want you to really feel like you mean it. Don't just, my bad, man. No. Apologize. So look at it from both those sides, and you will want the same thing. Give me a little bit of space. Let me think about this. So that tells you one of the answers. Let's go to another case. Let's say that y'all fell out, but y'all not really that close. Like y'all there for whatever the job is. Fell out on a basketball team or a soccer team or whatever. It always repairs when you're on teams. It always. As long as you continue to, depending upon what y'all fell out about. Once again, let's make that very clear. Depending upon what y'all fall out about. Because some things, people, you can't repair. People are strong on it. Whether it came from past trauma or whatever, we're not coming back from this. They're very strong. Now, if they're strong on it to that standpoint, like you did them that wrong or you got done that wrong, it's really not much you can do but let time heal it, and hopefully y'all mesh together in the future. But let's just go back to my point. If you're on a basketball team, because I fell out with basketball teammates and whatnot, and I noticed it always rehashes itself. Because you got a long season. It always rehashes itself. Because we got to pass the ball to each other. We got to talk to each other. We got to communicate with each other. We got to do all those things. Unless the basketball is creating the problem because you're getting a lot of shine from the coach and they're not getting shine or whatever the case is, then that has nothing to do with you. Y'all was not that close. Because if it's a real friend, they want to see you shine. They want to see you do well. Especially if it's at the expense of nothing you can do about it. Like, if the coach is playing me and not playing you, there's nothing I can do about it. That's no reason to not like me or fall out with me. Or the coach always, what do you want me to do about that? So that would not be a real friend. Sometimes you don't need to reconnect to these people. Because, as I said before, I said it in another video and I'll try and post it. We have to evaluate first and foremost who our friends are. Some people are around you for convenience. And I'm about to deviate, but I got to make this point. Some people are around you for convenience, and you have to recognize what you're trying to reconnect with. People fall out with you because they don't care about you, or they may not like you, or you might be agitating to them, or you might be irritating. So when you're saying, how can I reconnect with them? Maybe there is no reconnecting because y'all was never really friends in the first place. You were their friend. They were not yours. So I want to, deviate and really touch on that. Because we will forget why we want to reconnect with them. But let's just go back to the main point before I deviate too much. How bad was the fallout? And can that be repaired? If that can, You can apologize or get apologized to, give it some time, and then you reconnect. If it's something you cannot come back from, you can't come back. If it's somebody that's just a minor friend or somebody you meet in these circumstances, then evaluate it. If it's something the coach did, there's nothing you can do about it. Y'all was not really friends. Y'all were associates and y'all giving the friend titles. Y'all associated because it was based on the subject at hand. We came together because we play soccer together. In the summer, we don't talk to each other. So you don't have to worry about those. Those things always rehash itself because y'all was never really friends in the first place. But as I said, as a real friend, if it's something y'all can come back from, y'all always will, so don't worry. Even when y'all don't talk for a week or a month or whatever it is, don't worry about it. Y'all will always come back around because y'all got too much history and too much understanding of one another.